guys, I'm coming to you with Catalina, hopefully you can see her 6-week update and my 6-week postpartum update. She's sleeping, just got her to sleep, so we'll see how long that lasts and how well she does. As I said, she's 6 weeks. Right now she's 6 weeks, 3 days, and I can't believe it's been that long. She's not my tiny little newborn anymore. Clint weighed her the other night and she is 9 pounds, 9 ounces. So just growing like a weed. Absolutely filling out. Just so cute. She's, I don't know, she's just adorable. I love her. I love sitting here and I play with her little tuft of hair on top, especially when I'm feeding her. I'll sit there and just floof it up. It's just something I do and I love staring at her. She has been an absolute joy. Even though we are dealing with colic. I wasn't sure what a colicky baby was like, and I can only go from my experience with her, but it's totally different than it was with Remington. And I thought she was maybe more just like a normal baby, because Remington was exceptionally good, so I thought maybe she's just a normal baby that she fusses more. But then over the weeks, I realized it's not normal. She's fussing way too much. She pretty much got to the point where she was fussing every waking moment. We would look forward to rocking her to sleep or getting her to sleep, and then it's like, don't move, don't do whatever you have to do to keep her asleep, because it's quiet and she seems peaceful. When she would be awake, she would be fussy and crying and just seemed uncomfortable. And I'm not talking like screaming, wailing, not like that. It sometimes would lead up to that, but that wasn't the case always. It was more just fidgety, fussing, crying. Just, you can tell she was not happy and not comfortable. And it wasn't like because you'd put her down, she'd fuss, and then you'd pick her up and it'd be this instant quiet. Because I think a lot of people think, oh, you hold the baby too much and they become accustomed to it and you're spoiling them. Well, number one, I just don't think you can spoil a newborn like this. That's just, I don't know, maybe you can, but since that wasn't the case, you pick her up and she'd still be fussing, you know it's not that she just wants to be held. We tried Mylicon drops. We used them with Remington, and I guess they would help when he would have gas problems, but with her, it just wasn't touching it. We called the doctor's office and talked to a different doctor, because my doctor wasn't in, but basically said it sounds like it's digestive, and in a lot of babies, they just need longer to develop their digestive system, and it can take 3 or 4 months. So not really much we can do. We have been laying her on her stomach a little more, especially when she seems real fussy or gassy, and a lot of times that will help relieve some of those gas pains and discomfort. We also discovered gripe water. I have not talked to the doctor's office. I meant to, but I was doing some research and came across it and started using it. It has chamomile and ginger, which are both supposed to be soothing agents to the stomach, and it seems to be helping. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like we give it to her and it's this cure-all. It's like she has an upset stomach, we give it to her, bam, it's better. Not like that. But overall, since we've started that, she seems to just be happier, longer. It says to give it to her 3 times a day, so that's what we're doing. 3 times a day she gets it, and like I said, just overall we don't have as many fussy times and not as long, so I think it's doing something. That said, I will be glad when she outgrows this colic stage, but at the same time I know it means she's getting bigger. So it's like this catch-22. I want her to outgrow that, but I also want her to stay little and be my tiny little Catalina baby. She's still in newborn clothes, which it surprises me because of how big, you know, she's getting and growing, but she's still so tiny in so many ways. Her little waist, she just needs the newborn. The length of the pants probably almost could be 0 to 3 month, but just the waist is huge on them. We put a 0 to 3 month outfit on her yesterday and she was swimming on her. So I don't know, we don't have that many newborn clothes, so I'm antsy to get the 0 to 3 month on her, but again, I'm not pushing it because she's grown up and I don't want her to. Let's see, what else? I've got notes. when she is awake and not colicky, not fussing, she does these little smiles, and she does like this little half smile, which is really funny because Remington has a tendency to talk out of the side of his mouth and do a half smile sometimes. So you'd really think genetically that there is a link there, because she does these little side smiles. And she is now talking a lot more. She says, "Oh," a lot, and I love talking back to her. I just sit there saying, "Oh," back to her, and she'll say, "Oh," and then smile real big, and oh, I love it. We've tried to catch it on camera a few different times, and it's like she gets camera shy and decides, nope. I did catch a little bit of it just a little bit ago, but it's not as much as she normally does. It's so adorable, and I wish I could get it because I want to keep it forever, but maybe one of these times she will not be camera shy and she'll open up and we'll get it. But I just love, like, you touch her face and she smiles so big, her little toothless smile, and opens her mouth wide, and just love it. It totally makes up for all those fussy moments, and melts my heart and gives me hope that when she gets past the colic, she will be a happy baby and enjoy just being whatever we're doing and being herself. I'm hoping she has a happy demeanor. Let's see. Breastfeeding. I think last time I said she was pretty much only bottle feeding breast milk. Well, we're all over the board with that. She is mainly now, and I hate to say it because it always seems to change, but knock on wood, mainly back to breastfeeding. It's just whatever works, pretty much. During the day, she pretty much exclusively is breastfeeding, but then by late night, she needs a bottle. It just seems like she's sick of breastfeeding throughout the day. It was too much work, and she wants a lot all at once, like just a bigger amount for an evening feeding. So we do that, and I usually pump then for the last time at night. I haven't been pumping during the day if she's eating, because I never know when she's going to want to eat. She's like a snacker. She likes to snack a lot. She might eat here and there like an hour. She eats for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then an hour later wants to eat again, or maybe 2 hours. So I never know, so I don't want to drain my milk in case she wants it soon. As far as napping or sleeping goes, it's so random during the day. We never know. She might take an hour nap, a 2-hour nap, a 3-hour nap, or she might just take little cat naps of 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. So it's really hard to plan anything and predict what it's going to be, because it seems like she's sleeping good, and then you lay her down and eyes pop open. So we just do what we can when we can. As far as nights go, again, knock on wood, this one, I really hate to say, because I don't want to jinx us, but she's a pretty decent nighttime sleeper. It's getting her to bed is the worst part. It could be, she could fall asleep down here with us while we're watching TV, sometime between 10 and 11, and we can transition her to her bed, the pack and play in our room, and she can stay asleep and do great and not be up till like 3, 4 o'clock. Or she took naps earlier in the evening and doesn't want to go to sleep, and it's 12:30 before we're getting her to sleep, and then again she sleeps till 3, 4, maybe even 5 o'clock. So at those times when she wakes up in the middle of the night, I bring her back to bed and feed her in bed, and she usually falls asleep on me, and I fall asleep. It was something I never thought I would do because of all the risks and scares of bringing a baby back to bed and just smothering them accidentally in your sleep, and just the horror stories you hear on the news, and I never wanted to do that for those reasons. But it's working for us, and I feel like I'm very aware of her being in bed with me, and I really do enjoy snuggling with her. She'll usually wake up after an hour, maybe 2 hours of being next to me and act like she wants to eat more, so it's easy just to offer her the breast, and she'll snack a little bit more and fall back asleep, and it works out really well. And we might sleep till 8, 9 o'clock as long as Clint's home and can get up with Remington. We do that. It's been really nice, and I really enjoy that time with her. Cloth diapering. I'm not going to touch on that much because I'm going to do a whole nother video about newborn cloth diapering. We have been cloth diapering her from the get-go, as soon as we brought her home from the hospital. It's been off and on. We had some disposables given to us, so we've been using them but we mainly have been trying to cloth diaper. We are also using the disposables when cloth diapering isn't working out because we're trial and error. I wish I would have tried to prepare a little more for the newborn stage, but we've had to order some things, so while we're waiting on those to come in, the disposables have come in really, really handy. So it's back and forth, but I think if we would have been a little more prepared, we could have gone full-time cloth diapering. But again, I will touch on that more in another video. Remington, he is doing awesome with her. He loves being a big brother. He will come up to her, give her kisses in the morning, at night, tells her he loves her. If he's talking to her and I'm like, yeah, like I'm answering for her. He's like, no, mommy, I'm talking to my sister. I was like, okay, sorry. He loves to hold her. We prop pillows up, and he holds her. One night after her shower, I came down and he was holding her and had put her to sleep. So I love it. It's so adorable. He's really, really gentle with her. I mean, we have to remind him every once in a while, but it's really sweet. Now I just mentioned shower. That is by far like #1 thing I would recommend for a parent if they feel comfortable with it. I have been showering with her ever since her umbilical cord fell off and dried up, her belly button dried up and everything. We did like one bath in the sink, but beyond that we've been doing where I bring her in the shower with me and start off standing up, shower, get her all wet and get her adjusted, and then I sit down with her and put her like on my legs or against me, and it's just been a really, really awesome bonding experience for us. Just being in there, having the skin-to-skin time. She's so calm. She hated the one we did in the sink. She screamed her head off the whole time. This time, every time in the shower, she's only if she gets sick of being in there or gets fidgety or the colic kind of kicks in. Those are the only times she's ever cried. Most of the time, she doesn't even whimper at all. She loves it. She'll talk to me in there. She just hugs up next to me. She loves the shower. So I highly, highly, highly recommend taking a shower with your baby if you feel comfortable. So I know some parents feel like their baby's slippery, they'd be slippery, they just don't feel comfortable. I love that I can sit down with her, so if you had only a stand-up shower, it would be more awkward. The thing is, then once I'm done, Clint comes in after like 15-20 minutes of us being in there, and he takes her and he dries her off and lotions her up and gets her dressed and everything. So having that person to hand off to is definitely beneficial. I can't imagine trying to do it all on your own, but I guess if you set it up right, you probably could. But I just love it. We've not had to use a baby bath for her, and it's worked out really, really well for us. And it, to me, is an awesome bonding experience, and I can picture doing this and probably never getting out the baby bathtub that we have. So really, you could go without buying one if you really wanted to. Let's see. I had my 6-week postpartum checkup on Tuesday and brought her with me. Oh my goodness, that was a trip and a half. She was fussy and colicky the whole time that I was there, and then later in the day went to Walmart and we had to just pick up a few things. It wasn't even like full out grocery shopping or anything, and she cried there too, so that was quite the day. It was a little stressful. I was not stressed out while I was at the doctor's office with her crying for whatever reason. So my blood pressure, I don't know what it was, but the nurse even commented, I'm amazed it's not through the roof. And so that was awesome that it wasn't, and I felt very zen while I was there. I talked to the doctor because here's a TMI moment. If you don't want to hear about it, tune out now. But I've still been bleeding off and on ever since having her, so now 6 weeks, and that seemed very strange to me. She said it's pretty normal, and you can bleed up to 6 weeks. So I was like, well, we're past 6 weeks. We were 6 weeks in a day. She said, well, let's give it up to 8 weeks, and especially with my delivery and the umbilical cord coming detached from the placenta, there could be a risk of something still being left behind. She looked up in there and got these long old tweezers out and did pull a little debris that was just on the opening there, and she thought maybe that was causing it. Now it has let up more, and I have not noticed really, just a little bit of dark brown spotting yesterday, so maybe that was it. But see, I've had that happen before. It tapers off and then all of a sudden comes back bright red bleeding. So I don't know what's going on, but if at 8 weeks I'm still bleeding, we'll have to do some blood work and see, and I don't know if I'll have to go in for like a D&C to make sure everything's cleared out. But I'm fingers crossed that we're done with it, and I don't have to go in for any more procedures or anything. She did give us the all clear to, you know, baby dance, but I don't know when that'll happen. I don't know when I'll feel comfortable enough. I'm just nervous after the baby comes out and everything's all, you know, you're stitched up, you're healed and everything. I'm nervous for it. Plus finding time, who knows when that'll happen, but we have the all clear to whenever that's gonna happen. Of course we touched on birth control, but obviously she even knew that we wanted a big family, and so we will not be using any sort of birth control, and it'd be a miracle if we could get pregnant on our own. I mean, it's been 8 years since we first started trying to conceive, and it took IVF to get pregnant. So I know it's not totally, like it can't happen, but I just doubt it's going to. So we will try, but if not, our hopes are by next year, maybe at this time, we can do a frozen embryo transfer and transfer 1 or 2 of our 5 that were on ice. So we definitely want more, and hopefully can at some point. Other than that, I think that was pretty much everything. Oh, at my appointment I was down to 115 pounds, which is pretty much where I was a week after having her. I don't know that I'll ever get back down to like my 107 that I was at. I really don't know where the weight is because I'm down to my pre-pregnancy clothes. I'm in jeans that I wore before. The ones that used to fit a little big on me are now pretty tight. I haven't tried like the ones that used to be really tight on me because I doubt I'd fit in those. But I'm okay with that. I'm 5'3", 115 pounds. That's where I should be anyways. I just used to be underweight, and I'm whatever. I'm pretty happy with it. If I can get down a little more, that's great, but if not, not the end of the world. Beyond that, we're doing good, and I'm loving my time with her. Absolutely love it. Cannot imagine if I was a work outside of the home mom that I'd have to be going back to work right now, because I don't think I could do it. I honestly don't think I could leave her. So I love that I can work from home. I just haven't really gotten back into the swing of things from working from home yet. So hopefully next week I will, though, and yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I will give you an update when I can, hopefully soon. And on that, goodbye.
Hi, baby girl.
Nope.
I see a smile. You got that lip tucked, that's the problem. There you go.
She's not gonna do it. Little stinker.
You're not gonna do it, are you? Here, I'll get a smile. No shower, no! Pump, 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 pump. I don't want to shower, it's too torturing.
A FedEx delivery man stops by the local laundromat to make a delivery.
Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Can you talk to me? Can you talk? Oh. Yeah, do a smile. Yeah, can you talk? Oh. Is that funny? Is that funny? You got hiccups, don't you? Oh, yeah. You can talk? Can you say something else? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah? I love you. Oh, you're gonna get fussy now? Are you gonna get fussy? Those hiccups bothering you? Are they bothering you? I love it when you smile. Oh yeah? You telling me about your troubles? You can tell me all about your troubles? Oh, I see. I see. Alright, mommy will stop.